Cynthia Ann Moores is the daughter of Arthur and Barbara Moores. She was born August 30th in 1976. 10 years later, on October 29th, 1986, when she was heading home from across the street, she was hit by a car. She died later that night. 3 years later, on December 29th, 1988, I was born. Never knowing my sister was very hard on me. It was like I had a missing piece of my life. I did what most people would do and asked my parents what she was like. They told me as much as they could bear to tell. But hearing stories is not the same as experiencing them.
I've personally never looked through here. I've kind of had a glimpse of some of this stuff. Like this right here, actually. I know exactly what this is. My sister made this at camp when she was very little. My sister Cindy, obviously. And these are her iconic glasses. She wore these when she died.
A butterfly has kind of become her symbol in a way. Would you like to talk about that a little bit?
It is said that when a child passes away that they turn into a butterfly. The reason for that is butterflies actually have very short lifespans, and so they kind of consider butterflies as, pre-angels. And so us have lost somebody so young, we put butterflies around the house to remind us that Cynthia is always with us, and she always will be with us. And butterflies really mean a lot to me and the family.
Her year actually dedicated the Chelmsford High 1994, which is the year she should have graduated, book to her. It's weird to think that these people that you can see here are her classmates and people that she grew up with, and that she could have been someone on this page. So there's that. This is her Bible. Cindy was very caring to Jane, as far as I know. Very caring. Mm-hmm. Loved her very much. Not like a lot of siblings who kind of tried to pretend like their siblings didn't exist in order to be part of their parents' eyes. Cindy was very caring with Jane. Very loving. So, yeah, that was something that was very, very hard, I think, for the whole family, was, especially for Jane. This is her baby book. There's something really cool in the back, actually. It's her handprint. I remember seeing this old VHS tape of Cindy in her 4th grade class playing Johnny Appleseed, which was something that I never played Johnny Appleseed. I played an apple tree, but it was something that we always did in our elementary school. And I'll never forget watching that and just thinking how alive she was. She was just so happy. My whole family are singers and dancers and singers and actors and whatnot. Oh, but right from the get-go, she she had a talent. She had so much kindness to her, and so much lovingness, and it really even showed on stage. Didn't no matter what she was doing, you know. She just really showed it. When I was 10 years old, which of course is the age that she passed away, so I would pray every single night and say, God, I want to meet my sister. And so one night while I was sleeping and dreaming, I had a dream that I woke up and at the edge of my bed was my sister Cindy. And she was standing at the side of my bed and she said, God had sent me here for you to get to know me. And I remember the dream so vividly. I remember every color. I remember the sound of her laugh, how she talked. Oh, she was so sweet. And the whole world was gone. But the whole world was for us, you know? We could walk around our old neighborhood. We could walk around the old house. And we talked about our parents and how they were doing, and we talked about my sister, and we talked about everything. And we just, we really bonded. And then I remember at the end of the dream, she set me back in my bed, and she said, Chad, it's time for me to go. That she'll always love me, and that she'll see me when I go to heaven. I woke up and she was gone. And so I went up to my mother's room and I said, Mom, you're not going to believe what had happened in my dream. And she said, Chad, do you have any idea what day it is? And I said, no. And she said, Chad, it's the anniversary of your sister's death. And I had no idea. And so I went to school that day just feeling, you know, like I really got to meet my sister. And while I was gone from school, my father was home from work. He had the day off, and he was at home reading the newspaper. This butterfly came flying in to the living room. Later on that night, my dad had a card night with his buddies, and he had told the story. And I said, and me not knowing what the butterfly meant to my family, I had said, Dad, I know where that butterfly is. It's in my room. And he goes, oh, well, show me. And so we went up to my bedroom, and there it was, right next to my bed where I found it, where I found Cindy in the beginning and the end of my dream. Unfortunately, it was dead, but we still have that butterfly. I'll never forget that because it was the first and only time that I really ever got to meet her, and I know I did.
When I got old enough to realize that I had a sister that I had never met and that had passed away, I would always ask my parents, you know, what she was like. I would even ask other people what she was like, and the answer I always got was that she was a very loving and caring person. And that's really all I ever need to know, because that's who she was. She was a talented, loving person. And I'll never forget when I met her, because that's exactly what she was like.